Have you ever woken up feeling lost, overwhelmed, or like the day is already slipping away before it's even begun? Do you want to stop surviving each day and start living with intention, clarity, and strength? What if the way you start your morning could change everything? The ancient Stoics knew something powerful, that every single day is a chance to shape your life, to build character, to meet chaos with calm. In this video, you'll discover 5 timeless mantras inspired by Marcus Aurelius and Stoic philosophy that can realign your mindset and transform your mornings. Before we dive in, if you're serious about self-mastery, personal growth, and the pursuit of wisdom, hit that subscribe button and join our community of relentless self-improvers. Now, take a breath, center yourself, let's begin. 1. Life itself is a victory. I am alive, and that alone is a victory. It's easy to overlook the most fundamental truth, that waking up is not a guarantee. It's a blessing. Each day you open your eyes, you're participating in something extraordinary. Life, breath, consciousness. These aren't small things, although we often treat them as such. In fact, they are the foundation of all other possibilities. Without life, nothing else exists. No goals, no dreams, no regrets, no chances. But today you have a chance, and that is no small matter. Take a moment now, wherever you are, to simply feel your breath. In, out. That rhythm has continued even while you slept. Your heart has beaten countless times without needing your permission or your attention. Your lungs have filled with air, and your mind, the incredible seat of your awareness, has returned to the present, to this moment. That's something worth honoring. That's a miracle in motion, yet we often rush past this moment, pulled by responsibilities, to-do lists, anxieties, and the noise of the modern world. The first thing many people do upon waking is grab their phone. They check messages, news, tasks, immediately re-entering the stream of obligations without pausing to appreciate that they're even alive to do so. But if we could slow down for even a few minutes each morning and remind ourselves that life itself is not promised, we'd begin each day with deeper gratitude and clearer intention. Life is unpredictable. Illness, accidents, and the sheer randomness of the universe can take it away in an instant. We all know this, and yet we behave as if we're immortal. As if we'll always have tomorrow to make better choices, to say what we meant to say, to change, to begin again. The truth is, we don't know how many tomorrows we have. The Stoics understood this well. They urged us to live with an awareness of death, not as a morbid fixation, but as a call to live more vividly and authentically now. That's why being alive today, right now, is a victory. It means you've been given another opportunity to show up, to love, to learn, to fail and grow, to reflect on what matters most and align your actions with your values. Life may not always go your way. It may be filled with hardship, stress, and sorrow. But even within difficulty, there's the quiet triumph of endurance, of not giving up, of standing up again after being knocked down, of continuing despite pain or loss. When you wake up in the morning, try saying this to yourself: I have another chance. This simple phrase carries tremendous power. It reminds you that no matter what happened yesterday, the mistakes, the disappointments, the missed opportunities, today is a clean slate. It's a gift of renewal. You don't have to be who you were yesterday. You are not your past. You are your choices in the present, and the present is here now. You don't need grand plans to celebrate this gift. Sometimes just noticing a sunrise, feeling a breeze on your face, or hearing a child's laughter is enough. Those are sacred moments that we often take for granted. But if you treat each day as sacred, as a small, temporary miracle, you'll find a deeper sense of meaning even in the mundane. You are alive. And in being alive, You've already won a battle against all the odds, from the moment of your birth to this very second. Honor that victory by living with courage, gratitude, and presence. 2. Time is a gift, not a promise. Today is not owed to me. If life is a gift, then time is its currency. And unlike money, which can be earned, saved, and spent later, time is a resource we can never get back. Every second that passes is gone forever. The Stoics emphasized this truth relentlessly. Seneca, in particular, warned that while people guard their wealth and property, they squander their time, which is, ironically, the one thing they can't replace. The problem with assuming you have time is that it breeds complacency. You say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll fix things later." You assume your loved ones will always be there. You postpone your dreams and suppress your feelings. But the reality is stark. Time is not guaranteed. You are not owed another sunrise. You are not promised another conversation, another opportunity, another breath. When you deeply absorb this, it changes how you live. You stop waiting. You stop delaying. You stop living as if life is a rehearsal, and instead, you begin to live urgently, not in a panicked rush, but with intentionality. You make time for what matters. You say the words you've been holding back. You forgive, you let go, you express gratitude, and you take the steps you've been afraid to take. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It takes practice. Start by asking yourself in the morning, if this were my last day, how would I live it? Not as a fear tactic, but as a reminder. A reminder that life is happening now, not someday. That your dreams, your values, your love, they must be expressed while you have the chance. The future is uncertain. The present is your only canvas. We often talk about killing time as if time is something we can afford to lose. But every moment we kill is a moment of our life we've thrown away. And unlike money, we don't get a receipt, we don't get a refund. It's just gone. When you recognize time as a gift, you begin to cherish it. You become less tolerant of meaningless distractions and more aware of how you spend your attention. You stop doom scrolling and start reading. You put your phone down and look someone in the eyes. You notice the world around you, the color of the sky, the sound of birds, the feeling of your breath. There is no entitlement in Stoic philosophy. The universe does not owe you another year, another minute, another heartbeat. But it has given you this one, and that is enough. Live it well. Spend it wisely. Waste nothing. 3. You are the guardian of your mind. I am responsible for my mind. In a world that constantly competes for your attention, news alerts, social media, advertisements, noise, your mind is a sacred space that must be protected. You may not control what happens outside of you, but you do control how you interpret it, how you respond, and what you choose to dwell on. That is the essence of Stoic control, mastering the inner world, even when the outer world is chaotic. Tamam, mind is a garden. If you neglect it, weeds will grow, fears, anger, resentment, envy. But if you tend it with care, with discipline, and with intention, it becomes a place of strength, clarity, and peace. You are the gardener. You decide what stays and what goes. Negative thoughts will appear. That's natural. But you don't have to feed them. You don't have to let them take root and dictate your behavior. Instead, notice them, question them, and choose better thoughts. The Stoics practice this through journaling, reflection, and meditation. Marcus Aurelius wrote nightly to himself, not to the world, to train his mind in virtue, discipline, and reason. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. That gap, the space between stimulus and response, is where your freedom lies. If someone insults you, you can react with anger, or you can pause, examine the situation, and choose a response rooted in reason and dignity. That's the power of owning your mind. This takes practice, of course. Just like physical strength is built through repetition, so is mental strength. And like a muscle, the more you train your mind to respond wisely, the more natural it becomes. In a distracted world, guarding your mind is a radical act. It means turning off the noise. It means being deliberate about what you consume. The books you read, the conversations you engage in, the content you scroll through. Are these things building your character or eroding it? Are they bringing clarity or confusion? Being the guardian of your mind also means facing your inner world honestly. It means acknowledging your fears, your flaws, your desires, not to judge them, but to understand and refine them. The unexamined mind is vulnerable to manipulation, distraction, and misery. But the examined mind is powerful, stable, and free. No one can do this work for you. Others can guide, support, and inspire, but ultimately, the responsibility is yours. That's both a challenge and a liberation. Because if you are responsible for your mind, then you are never truly powerless. No matter the chaos around you, you have the ability to remain centered, wise, and calm. So ask yourself daily, what am I feeding my mind? What am I allowing in? And am I acting as its protector, or am I leaving the gate open to anything and everything? Your mind is your most valuable asset. Guard it well. 4. Choose virtue over emotion. I will not be ruled by trivial things. I choose to live with virtue. Every day we encounter moments that challenge our patience and test our character. The car in front of you suddenly stops. Someone cuts in line. A coworker speaks to you with a tone that feels dismissive. These seemingly small things, the daily irritations, can so easily derail our mood. But why? It's because we've allowed our emotions to become the compass. Our reactions become automatic. Anger, frustration, impatience, they flare up before we even realize what's happening. But this is precisely where the wisdom of the Stoics speaks loudest. They remind us, you are not your feelings. You are something far deeper, your reason, your will, your virtue. Epictetus once said, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment about things. The delay isn't the problem, it's your interpretation of it. The traffic jam isn't the enemy. It's your resistance to it. This realization gives you power. It means you can choose a different response. The Stoics challenge us to rise above reflex. They challenge us to pause and ask, is this worthy of my peace? Because peace is a choice and so is outrage. The difference lies in awareness. Choose to live with virtue. That statement isn't passive. It's a commitment, a daily vow to live guided by principle, not reaction. Virtue, in Stoic thought, is the highest good. It's the true north that aligns your actions with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. So what does it mean to choose virtue over emotion in real life? It means when you're insulted, you don't retaliate. You respond with dignity. When you're inconvenienced, you practice patience. When you're praised, you remain humble. When you're criticized, you reflect instead of defend. In short, you don't let external events dictate your internal state. You stand tall, not because life is easy, but because your foundation is strong. Virtue is a compass that doesn't sway with the weather. Feelings are like gusts of wind. They come and go. But virtue is the mountain beneath your feet. If you live by your moods, you're always at the mercy of circumstance. But if you live by principle, you become unshakable. Seneca wrote, a good character, when established, becomes the rule of life. That's your aim. to build a character so rooted in integrity that it naturally resists the pull of petty reactions. You become someone who acts intentionally, not impulsively. Yes, emotions are human. You will feel them. But you don't have to be ruled by them. It starts with a pause, a breath, a moment of clarity. Ask yourself, what would virtue do right now? It's not always easy, but it's always powerful. Because when you choose honesty over convenience, patience over irritation, courage over fear, you shape not just your day, but your destiny. You transform fleeting moments into enduring strength. That is the Stoic path. Not cold indifference, but conscious discipline. So the next time you're tempted to snap, sulk, or stew, remember, you're bigger than that. You're here to live rightly, not react wildly. Choose virtue every time. Let it be your anchor and your aim. You'll find a life not just of calm, but of greatness. 5. Master time, not emotions. My time is not infinite. I am not my feelings. I begin again no matter yesterday. Today is for building, not just surviving. I will meet life with grace and grit. Time, the one resource we can't replenish. The one currency we all spend, whether wisely or wastefully. So many people live as if they have forever. We delay our goals. We procrastinate our purpose. We wait until the mood strikes to begin. But in doing so, we hand over our most valuable asset, time, to whatever whim or distraction knocks at our door. The Stoics knew better. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. That isn't morbid, it's motivating. It's a call to urgency, to presence, to purpose. My time is not infinite." Remind yourself of this every morning, because it changes how you show up. Suddenly, scrolling endlessly, complaining aimlessly, or waiting for inspiration doesn't seem so harmless. It becomes theft from your own potential. I am not my feelings. This is the key. Feelings are like weather patterns. They shift constantly. One moment you feel driven, the next defeated. But if you wait until you feel like it to begin, you'll never begin. The Stoics encourage us to act regardless of mood. Don't let your emotions be the CEO of your day. I begin again, no matter yesterday. Whether you failed yesterday or triumphed doesn't matter. Both are gone. The scoreboard resets. Today is your blank page. You can start writing a new chapter now. That's freedom. Not being chained to past performance. Today is for building, not just surviving. Many people wake up just hoping to get through the day. But you're not here to survive. You're here to build. Build strength, build skills, build character. Life is not a waiting room, it's a construction site. So what are you building today? A stronger mind? A healthier body? A deeper relationship? A calmer spirit? Every task, no matter how small, is a brick. Every act of discipline is a foundation stone. Every time you resist distraction, you add a beam to your structure. Over time, you don't just survive the storm, you become the fortress. I will meet life with grace and grit. That's the Stoic spirit. Grace, the calm to remain, centered, kind, and composed. Grit, the fire to push forward, to persevere when others fold. This combination is unstoppable. Grace allows you to handle delays with dignity. Grit helps you keep going when results are slow. Together, they make you resilient, not reactive. And that is how legacies are built, not in giant leaps, but in daily resolve. In showing up again and again, even when no one's watching, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard, discipline isn't flashy. It doesn't always feel good, but it works. Emotion may start the race, but discipline finishes it. So don't wait to feel ready. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Begin now. Build now. Live now. You are not your feelings. You are your choices. And today, You have a choice. Let time slip by or seize it, react or respond, drift or drive. Choose discipline. Choose clarity. Choose action. That's how you master time and yourself. Your morning ritual starts now. These 5 mantras aren't just phrases. They are tools, shields, anchors. They remind you who you are and who you're becoming. Say them. Reflect on them. Let them shape how you show up in the world. Because you don't need more motivation. You need clarity. You need principles. You need a code. And now you have it. If this resonated with you, if you're ready to take full ownership of your life, subscribe and share this with someone who needs it. Now go and meet this day like a Stoic, with virtue, with purpose, with fire.